In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can control your students' progress through a course using something called conditional activities. Conditional activities can restrict students from accessing particular activities based on things like their grade at that point, or the date, or whether they've done particular other things. In this example, what I want to do is stop students from accessing this question forum or discussion forum until they've seen this video and read this PDF, because if they haven't seen those, then their questions are probably going to be about things that are discussed in there. So to do this, I'm going to go and click on the update button, and then scroll right down towards the bottom. There it is, restrict access. Now this has to be turned on by your administrator before it will actually be there. So if it's not there on yours, you need to talk to your administrator and ask them if they can enable conditional activities. Alright, you can see that we can restrict via the date by clicking enable and changing the dates here and say it's available from this date and to this date and so forth. I'll leave those off because that's not what I particularly want at this stage. You can say their grade, for example, a course total, or any other individual activity. Let's say the course total must be greater than 80%, for example. Okay, once again, I'm not actually using that, so I'm going to set that back to none. The one I really want is this one, activity completion. So I'm going to choose a PDF on using discussion forums, and that must be marked complete. And I want to add 2 more activity conditions to the form. I'll only use one of them, but since the button says 2, I've got to do that. Then I'll scroll right down towards the bottom again, and here's my 2 more activity conditions. So I'll select one. I want to make that one the video. Okay, the video on adding a discussion forum to your course, and I won't use the other one at all. Alright, so when I scroll down, save and return to course. Now I've added those conditions. So the way I've done it, the students are actually going to see this restricted, not available until the activity PDF using discussion forums is marked complete, and this one is marked complete as well. Now that might make your screen a bit messy and you might not want to see all that. If you don't, you can have this hidden completely. And to do that, we'll go back in and update it again. Scroll right down. And here where it says before activity can be accessed, show activity grayed out with the restriction information. Well, instead of that, we can say hide the activity entirely, and then save and return to course. Alright, now for me it still shows that restriction information, but for the students they just won't see the forum until they've viewed these 2 things. And that's it. Alright, so it's fairly easy to set up. You just have to make sure that the administrator has actually turned it on before you can do it.